noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos.
Hello. Good to see you. Hugs from far away.
Hugs from far away. We want to make sure everybody knows we're socially distancing, doing this about 6 feet apart. Gaby Ornelas teaches in the dual language program at Knowles Elementary. She teaches kindergarten there. How long have you been there at Knowles?
This is my 6th year at Knowles, but I've been teaching for 9.
It's just so sweet of you. Last Friday, you did something very sweet for our kinder kids. Tell us a little bit about your little drive-by dance party.
Yeah, I did a drive-by visit where I visited all my kinder kiddos. Usually virtually. I do a dance party on Zoom, but I noticed that there were kids that were lacking motivation and some weren't showing up, so I knew that I just wanted to kind of do a visit, obviously following regulations. I stayed in my truck, drove by, and we did a little dance party out in the lawn, so it was a lot of fun to visit my kiddos, and hopefully that, gave them a little bit of a boost.
Aww,
Yeah.
What did it do for you personally?
Oh my gosh, it honestly filled my heart. It filled me, probably more than my kids, but it was a really, really good experience. Yeah.
So sweet. This has been a really, really challenging time for a lot of families, and I imagine the youngest of our population is really struggling. What have been some of the challenges that you've seen for you and for some of the parents?
Well, I think just that lack of motivation, in school is really hard for the kiddos, and getting their attention and getting them to, keep working just during this last month. So yes, I understand that for kindergarten it's even more difficult. So I think one of the things that I've seen is that, parents are like, my kid doesn't want to work anymore. They don't want to do homework. They don't want to do the things that they do for you. So I know that we've gone back and kind of simplified some things. We've asked for, some changes throughout our lesson plans. We've gone on to Zoom to see, whatever the kids are sharing, that's what we're taking in. So we're trying to connect and stay connected with the families. So
that's the number one priority to overcome the challenges. Is that connection piece of it?
Oh yes, definitely. I think that right now that's one of the biggest components, is just staying connected in any way, shape, or form. I've FaceTimed with some of my kiddos too that I've noticed that didn't want to do some of the homework, or they just were tired.
So yeah, we are ending we're at a period now where it is kind of the end of the school year, on top of what has been a very stressful time for families. And what do you say to parents that their kids are shutting down? How do we overcome this in the next few weeks to come?
I think that trying to keep everything light, trying to keep everything as a game, especially for the little ones. Just, if they need to change anything that they feel that they need to make things a little bit more engaging, because they know their kids best, we're working with them. We're like all for it,
Okay. But the other part of this, for me personally, is the dual language component. So Knowles is a 2-way program. My daughter Cora is learning Spanish, and she is at a point now where I can't even speak to her in Spanish. She'll just be like, English, Mom. So what do we do in homes where they're still learning the Spanish, or learning the English for that matter?
Yeah, well, I know that, just either jumping on Zoom with me, that can be something. I know some of the families, they've just been playing cartoons in Spanish. So even just that aspect, I think we're at a point that anything goes, and we're willing to just continue to work with families in whatever shape or way or form.
Like if we're noticing that they were at a certain expectation early in the season or earlier in the year, and we're noticing they're not quite doing what they were capable of doing.
Oh,
yeah. So
yeah. No.
Okay,
yeah, we're completely flexible, because I know that right now, the district, yes, is giving us that kind of acceptance of yeah, the kids kind of, they didn't necessarily stop learning. You know, we're still trying to integrate some of the learning now, but I know for a fact that in the future we're going to be building more upon where they kind of left off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some grace when they
Yes,
start school.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So it's Teacher Appreciation Week. How have parents been able to communicate how much they appreciate you?
Well, I've gotten some emails, and I know some gift cards here and there. So honestly, you know, the families and the students, and just throughout the whole school year, it's not just through this week, you know, are constantly just thankful, and that fills us all the time, you know, what we do for kids and families.
So we wanted to show our appreciation to you, Cora. We wanted to let you know
Oh my goodness.
that there is something, you're very gifted at what you do, and what you just embody the patience that it takes to nurture a child. You've been very encouraging and so supportive. So thank you so much, and we hope that this is just the beginning of just a really strong and wonderful relationship in the future.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.